This is Tales of Swordfall.
Episode 11, Hearts and Fire.
And she retrieves the bullet.
I
puts
have
it
some
back in.
additional requests.
Oh. And she looks super happy to hear from you.
I pull out my 2 short swords and my rapier and hold them out and say, "These are not good enough. I need better ones."
You also have the matching pair of rapiers from Willis.
Oh, I have Willis's rapiers. I forgot about those.
Yeah, I'll have to give you the stats for
stats on
those.
those.
Yeah.
So maybe the pair of rapiers. So not my rapier then, just my short swords.
She looks at them, and kind of like how I was going to describe with Tabby. If you don't stop her, she takes them. And
Hand them over.
yeah, she starts checking them out, and you really want them weighted this way?
If you can make them better, but I use them at the same time, so they have to be light enough for me to dual wield with them.
I think I could do that. And she smiles.
Excellent.
And she starts calculating all the money stuff. And so that was a equivalent of a great sword for Crackature?
That would be correct.
Okay. And then enhance some short swords. Okay. For you, I think I will only charge you 110 gold.
Is she talking to me?
Yes. She's thinking that you're all together, and
That's fine.
yeah.
Oh, you're too kind. And I hand it over.
And she just smiles, nods, and is about to get back to work.
I'm gonna step up as she turns around and say, "Do you have any special arrows or a special bow or anything, or just maybe more arrows in general?"
She turns around and just gives you this odd look. I'm not an elf, buddy.
Neither am I.
Yeah, but I don't fletch. I don't make bows. You'll have to find someone who does that kind of stuff.
Well, here, maybe you could take it up, and I'll leave her an arrow in the counter. And Flea is quite irritable this morning, a little hungover, and he stabs the arrow in the counter, and he's kind of walking out.
Just kind of shakes her head.
Sorry about that. And I hand her 5 extra gold for your trouble.
And she just quietly says to you, "He is a lizard folk. I hear they have a temper."
Do I hear that?
Give me a perception. Yeah, you totally hear that. Slight racist remark.
And she's a dwarf, right?
Yep, she is a dwarf.
Alright, I'll leave her.
So, Flea, if you want to look for someone who does like arrows and bows, you can either give me an investigation check right now, or wait until you actually get to the world market.
I'll wait. I'll wait till everybody gets their stuff from her.
Yeah, she'll start on your stuff. She gives you basically a timeline of a day and a half, unless you want to argue that. And all of you go off to the world market, or?
Wherever the guns and ammo shop is where Tabby's heading, and she's also doing it as discreet as possible with her hoodie up and whatever disguise stuff that's still left on her face from when Taz put some on her face a few episodes back.
Yeah, it's probably splotchy enough now. It looks like you have completely different, like, if you had spots, you have more spots. Give me just a general stealth check. Let's just see how well you're fitting in with everywhere. Wow, you guys are rolling super good tonight.
Don't jinx us.
That's why I said it. God.
It's ruined.
I know, we're gonna get like ones.
Now on, just all the ones. Yeah, so if you guys have no more business in this district, we will take you to the world market. And yeah, you get to the world market. It's bustling still. There are merchants out and about shouting all sorts of things, trying to gain your attention. And the smith quarters is no different. Actually, since it's actually inside a semi-covered building, it's even louder, and people are working in their stalls on actual weapons. You can find all sorts of things here, but it looks like there's a lot of gold being just spread around, and it might be a little bit more pricey than the artisan district. So what was Tabby's looking for bullets. And Flea's gonna look for stuff in here.
Yeah. Oops, I rolled twice. Yeah, just wherever I see bows and arrows, pretty much, or maybe even some explosives if they catch my eye.
Well, as Taz goes up, actually, Taz, can you also roll me an investigation? I mean, not Taz, Tabby. Too many names with T's right now.
I was a little bit confused. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I confused myself. I'm like, why am I asking Taz to do this? 23? Cool. Okay, Flea. Tabby finds a stall, like, pretty quickly, because this guy's, like, shouting explosives and bullets and things to make your enemies cripple instantly. This guy is tall, he's sort of balding, he has, like, a wiry mustache and kind of a fickle goatee. He's, I mean, if you're along Taz, you notice that he is very much an, Orzagian merchant, and
Oh, sweet.
yeah, just by his clothing. Hey, Cracketer, can you give me a history check with advantage?
Sure. Ooh.
Oh. Yeah, you can tell that he's, like, from the mainland, from Orzagian, but there's, like, something kind of gnawing at the back of your head about this dude, about how he just dresses and holds himself, and you can't quite tell what. But there's just something there. Well, maybe even Kazoo is like, this guy, I do not like him.
Can I tell
Yes.
if he came from the same general area as me?
Sure, you can also roll me a history check. Or investigation, whichever is better. No, he's kind of generic. Like, he's traveled around quite a bit, and he has well-traveled look that he has, like, pieces of just all around the country from coast to coast, and a few little knickknacks that you don't recognize. Though the most striking feature is that he looks like he has, like, basically a wallet chain. So, Tabby, you approach this dude.
Yes, I approach him. Hello. I am looking for. Hey, I have a question real quick. On these guns the one that I got off of the original pirate, with the wyvern bullets, is the gun special at all, or is it just plain old simple gun?
It looks like a bit better designed gun. But things that were actually special were the bullets.
Okay. Okay. I'm looking for some better bullets than what I currently have, and also maybe some with I have, and she says in a whisper, these wyvern bullets. I know they have poison on them, but I was wondering if you had something similar.
Oh. You have, guns, huh? I haven't seen these in these parts for a little while. Let's see what you have here. And, yeah, do you hand him any of the bullets?
Oh, I hand him one of each. One of the plain bullets out of the the gun that we got off the guy in the sewer, and the one off the pirate.
And,
Oh, shit.
he sniffs either of them and he starts laughing. And, you can tell he instantly puts the one that has been poisoned onto his counter, and then basically takes out a towel and wipes his hands off very vigorously. Yes, I think we can help you here. And what kind of currency are you looking for? And he looks at Krakatur and Flea and Taz and Krakatur, that, like, feeling that you were getting before. You've seen that look on people from Orzag who try to invade, well, not invade, but more or less capture genocide for slaves.
Uh-oh. Krakatur's gonna pull Taz aside. And he's gonna kind of take her out of earshot for Krakatur's speaking level. I do not like this man. He has a wily look in his eyes. I've seen the likes of him before, and they've taken my people as slaves.
What?
He is no good. He is scum of the earth, scum of the sea, takes my people and sells them into slavery.
Okay, so what do we do?
All right, hold that thought. Since I have been traveling with Kragator, have we experienced this before? Would Tabby already know about that?
Tabby would know that there are people from Orzag that do slave trades.
We are talking about the metal type of currency. You cannot have over there. No, it's not for sale.
Well, of course, in Swordfall, slavery is illegal. And he gives you a wink.
Tabby does not wink back, but she's like, but hey, coin spins everywhere, does it not?
Yes, it does. And he pulls out a little chest and starts, like, they're well marked. And each of them are marked. Like, you don't realize this since your mind kind of translates all languages, but they're marked. You can tell that he has many different poisoned bullets, not just wyvern, but he takes out the case of finely packed, very carefully packed bullets, and I sell them by the dozen. How much
That
do
is
you?
fine.
How
You know
much?
what? I see several of the bullets over there. I'm familiar with it. I will, by the dozen sounds good, and perhaps I will get 2 belts that will cross that hold bullets separately.
Oh,
Gunslinger bullet, like like the
bandoliers.
yes.
Yes, and
Because what is a tabaxi without a sailor like pirate hat and a rapier and like gunslinger
yep.
and boots. I got boots, so plus I am
Crackatur is gonna saunter back in. Tabby, are you finished here?
almost my friend.
When you're done, I'd like to have a few words with this man. Flea will be joining me.
I'm on his back.
Okay.
Yeah. And DM's gonna look up what bullets are for a moment and the price. And I mean, if you guys want to have a little scene while I'm doing this, that's a-okay.
Crackatur gives Flea a very knowing look.
I'm
Flea is
going. Sorry,
no, you're good.
you finish what you were saying.
Flea has probably seen this look many a times. This is the "we are going to beat the living snot out of this person" look.
I nod, a knowing nod. And
Okay, I want to grab them both and pull them aside somewhere private where we won't be overheard. Say, Krakatoa, I know that you want your vengeance and you deserve it. He is scum and he does not deserve to live, but we can't kill him in the middle of the day with witnesses.
Witnesses or no witnesses, honor says he should die.
Intelligence says we come back at night.
Flea, you said your father invented the dynamite.
yeah, so here was my plan, okay? You know how I blew up that ship?
I
I was gonna light his stall on fire. He said he had explosives in it.
Not when the marketplace is full of people. Think about the collateral damage. Think about the innocents who'll be hurt.
But he won't be in the stall at night, would he?
He can be.
If we can make it happen, let's do it. Blow up his stall and kill him.
Yeah, I haven't killed anything in like 6 hours, so.
This dishonorable man does not deserve life.
So, Paul, is this like just a little stall, or is it like an actual like building?
It's a stall within a building. Have you ever been to a open air market?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's like that. You have the canopy up above. Everything's kind of like more or less cubicled off. So if someone buys like a bigger space, you can actually move out a little bit more.
Okay. Strange follow-up question: are there any lizard folk in Swordfall? Like, have I seen any other lizard folk? Or even today, if you want me to make a roll for it or something, I don't care.
Yeah, there are lizard folk out and about. I mean, you guys are a minority, especially within the city. So it's if you see one, I mean, in the city they're not going to be like they'll probably give you the cold shoulder because most of them are probably outcasts from wherever they're from.
All right, never mind then. Carry on.
Yep. So Tabby, for the poisoned bullets, for a dozen of them, he is offering 40 gold pieces.
40 gold pieces. That seems a bit high, my friend. Perhaps we can wager. Maybe 25? And I will use, I don't know, let's see.
You can use persuasion to see where this will ultimately get you. 20. Okay, we're gonna haggle a little bit. If you're horrible at haggling, then I can just like lead up to the very end product. But if you want to roleplay this, we can.
We can roleplay, it's fine.
Okay. Well, my friend, I don't think you understand how much these are imported and how dangerous they are to carry. And Swordfall has a very hefty tax on dangerous items like this. And I do this fully legally, within the system, with no smuggling whatsoever.
I understand what you're saying, but I can tell by the craftsmanship of these bullets that they are not very good. And you did let on, wink wink, that you are into, looks out the door, something else as well of trafficking? So 25 is really not a bad price at all.
I'm thinking more, my friend, 30.
30. 26. 26 sounds good. 26.50. 26 gold pieces, and I'll throw in 5 silver.
Okay.
Great, you have yourself a deal. And she puts the gold on the table, and there you go.
And he hands you a dozen wyvern poisoned bullets.
Fantastic. Well,
You can
that is all.
correct.
Oh, that of course includes the 2 belts as well, right?
He nods, and he puts down the bandoliers. They are fully adjustable, so yeah, one size fits all.
Sweet. Very well, thank you.
Yes, you just be careful who you shoot with those. Hopefully you shoot them dead. And he winks.
Haha, of course. I mean, never. Haha.
Haha.
These are for cans. These are for cans only. I shoot bottles and things I find on ground.
Of course. And he just gives you this sleazy grin. And anything else?
I am good. Did Flea want arrows?
Not from this scumbag after what I heard from Krakatoa.
I'm also looking for a few arrows, perhaps also with some sort of poison on it.
I may have the poison, but I do not have the fletching skill.
Very well. Do you know who does?
I'm sure some elf has it somewhere in here.
Of course. Thank you. And she turns and leaves abruptly.
And he gives you kind of like that multi-finger goodbye, like most creepy people do.
Okay.
Stay tuned for the next part of this episode.
Please consider listening to these podcasts.
A long, long time ago, in a land far away named Phylor, there were 4 legendary adventurers.
We are the Adventurers 4, renowned across the land.
Using their cunning and strength, the party defeats many monsters and saves many lives.
Nick takes a fairy blade and stabs it into his other eyeball.
Oh my
gosh!
Can you go jump on my back? Do I cast Expeditious Retreat?
Yeah. Can Bob roll a D20 for me?
I don't like that. I don't like how you asked that.
D20 business.
What if I rolled a 1? What if I told you I just rolled a 1?
Come and join us weekly at How the Quest Was Won. Found anywhere where podcasts are located. Purchase not necessary. No real magic was used in the making of this podcast.
Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe.